And today I'm going to show you how to replace the buttons and joystick that come with the Madcatz Arcade Fight Stick Standard Edition. The reason why you would want to do this is because after about a month or so worth of playing, your buttons and joystick can actually break, so they're not very reliable. And if you're going to a tournament or anything like that, you definitely want better parts than what come with the stick. The good thing about it is this arcade stick is really inexpensive. You can find them for $35 to $40 nowadays because they've been out for a couple of years. And also it's really small, and the tournament edition fight stick is really nice, but it's heavy, and also it costs $150. So if you're more on a budget, or you just want to have an arcade stick that's lighter for you to carry around for hours on end when you're at a tournament, then this is a pretty good stick to go with. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to show you first what kind of materials you're going to need for this project, and then I'll teach you step by step how to switch out the parts. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need is a Phillips screwdriver, and you're also going to want a flathead screwdriver. I'm using the one that usually is found with Swiss Army knives. You're probably going to want some kind of container. I'm using a cup. That's where I'm going to put all my screws so I don't lose them. And then you're also going to want to have about 8 Sanwa OBSF 30 millimeter push buttons. These can be found at lizardlick.com, and you can also find the joystick that you're going to need at lizardlick.com. It's the Sanwa JLF TP 8YT SK joystick. That's the one you want. Alright, so these are all the materials needed, so let's get started and let's start taking this stick apart. Alright. Okay, you turn the stick over and you're going to see that there are 6 screws, and you want to just start unscrewing those. And take notice that right here there's a sticker which is actually your warranty sticker, so just know that this mod is going to void your warranty. But it's really easy, and your stick's going to be better afterwards, so don't even worry about it, because you're not going to mess up, trust me. Alright, once you get all 6 screws taken off, you're going to want to pry off this metal. And then just take a look inside. Here's your joystick, and all these wires here are connected to your buttons. First thing you're going to want to do is remove this joystick. So the first thing to do with that is to get your Phillips head and then start unscrewing the 4 screws that are here, here, and here. Alright, so once you get those 4 screws taken off, you're going to want to pull the cable that's on the side of the joystick that's connected to the PCB inside. Just give it a little tug. And you're going to notice that this doesn't want to come out. That's of course because there's a ball top right there on the other side. So this is where your flathead's going to come in handy. Because if you notice right here is a screwdriver. That's what's actually holding the bowl top in place. Just take your screwdriver, and then on one side you're going to want to hold the screw in place, and then on the other side you're going to want to start unscrewing the ball top. Alright, now pull out the joystick, put the washer back on in case it fell off, and then spin the ball top back on. Put that aside, and then grab your JLF. Unscrew the ball top here. Now take your JLF, hold down the washer so it doesn't fall all over the place, and put it in there in the same place, same way that the old joystick was there. Reconnect the cable, and when you reconnect the cable, make sure that the part with the little plastic edges is facing down towards the back of the joystick, or else your controls will be messed up when you plug it in. Alright, and then after that, put it in place and then start screwing your screws back in. Okay, so now that you have all your screws put in and your joystick in place, you're going to turn over the arcade stick and then take the shaft guard and put it in place. Then take the other piece, the other washer, put that there, kind of wiggle it so it gets it good, and take the ball top, screw that on, turn it back over, and then give it one good twist with the flat head, holding the ball in the back and twisting at the same time. And that's it. Your JLF's in place, and now you have a good joystick. Alright, so after that we're gonna get rid of these buttons and put these buttons in. So first thing you wanna make sure is when you pull these wires, you're gonna wanna not pull from the wire itself. You wanna pull from the clamps. Because if you pull from the wire, you're gonna destroy the wire and then you're just gonna be in a huge mess. So pull from the clamps. You might need to use pliers if it's hard to get them out. And next, there's gonna be these two little edges here on both sides of the buttons. And what you're gonna wanna do is you gotta squeeze down on that part. Squeeze and then kind of wiggle it out, and you got rid of the button. Once you got that button out, you might want to go and grab your first one of these buttons and then do each one individually. That way you don't get the wires messed up. So once you get the button out, turn the arcade stick over like so. Grab your Sanwa button, then push it down into place and it just clips there. Turn it back over, and then attach both of the wires you plugged out of the other button. Press them down, and now do this with all the other buttons until all your buttons are in place. Once all the buttons are connected, you're pretty much finished. All you have to do is put the back on and screw everything in, and that's it. So let's get this back on. Make sure you press it in so it's in the crevices perfectly. Alright, put my cup over here with all my screws and my legs, and now just start screwing them in. So once you get everything screwed down, all that's left to do is to turn the stick over and feel the difference. Now your SE stick is tournament ready, super light, and good to go. And what more can you ask for? Hope you liked the tutorial. I'll check you later.